This is Tia Ballard.
This is Todd Habercorn.
This is David Vincent.
Hey, this is Sam Whitwer.
This is Phil Lamar.
And you are listening to the Points of Interest.
Points of Interest.
Points of Interest.
And you're listening to Points of Interest Podcast Network.
Keep listening.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Points of Interest podcast. This is the most generic podcast on the internet. My name is Josh Hawks. I am the 303 Ninja, and right over there, he is my podcasting partner for life. He is the other guy. It's Mr. Francis Fernandez.
I love how, as broadcasters, I'll just call us broadcasters, we have our signature phrase that we say at the beginning of shows. It's always the same words. It's always the same thing. But I love that it's like a thing that everyone does. You know, like I'll watch a YouTuber that I like, a person I normally watch on YouTube, and they will do the exact same. They will intro the exact same way every single time a video. And it's just like, it must be comforting to just be like, hey, I'm going to say the exact same thing I did 300 episodes ago. I'm going to say the exact same thing.
It worked. It's just something I think I actually did on the first episode of this. And I was, you know what? It makes sense. It's very casual. It's just...
Well, this isn't a criticism. It's an observation, because I did it too.
I don't think I wasn't taking it as one, but I think there's something to be familiar about that. There's a wrestling kind of like news review kind of guy I watch, and he starts off the same way every single time. Hey, it's so and so here.
Yeah, I would.
Doesn't matter what the topic is. Same intro every single time. That's why Jackass works so well.
I can't believe they're doing another one. I can't believe there's another one coming. Like, I don't know how 60-year-olds or whatever are supposed to continue to do all the dumb stuff that they do.
I mean, if you saw the last one, they have a bunch of new recruits.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. They had that really large guy.
I mean, you have to have at least one really large guy to do large guy things.
They did in the original. I thought they were all kind of skinny dudes, and then the one midget.
No, they had the big guy, Preston Lacey.
Oh. I haven't. Look, I'm not a Jackass fan, so I don't know.
That's
but
fair.
yeah, I just like it. I don't know. There's something comforting about it. It's like, it's kind of why I really need to scratch the itch of going back and streaming again, and like doing this again for myself, because I have the hello there. Mine is hello there, party people. That's how I intro. Like, I introed my first show, my second one. It was hello there, party people. It's name of show. I'm so and so. Like, yeah, I used the same one for years, for a decade. You know,
you should reach out to Onyx. Party people.
I'm like, is that a Pokemon?
No, there's a 90s R&B rap song. I think it's a rap song. That's how it starts. That's how it starts off. Party people.
What is going on here?
What is going on?
Sorry, there we are. I didn't click on the thing. I'm like, why are we not on screen?
No,
because I watch, or I have the Twitch up to be able to see how things are going. But yeah, how are you? It's been a few weeks. How are you, man? How's it been?
It has been a few weeks. The new job, it just kind of kicks my ass a little bit, and in the sense of like getting used to the job, and then it was just coming home at 8 o'clock, and then not getting started till about this time. But we had time tonight, so let's do it. And I got off earlier. We still ended up talking for 2 hours. So that's part of the problem, is that we just talk too much about personal stuff before we hit record to be like timely.
No, I can't hide this, because we did talk about this. And maybe I shouldn't say it, because I think you told me this particular topic was like a segue into something you had on your list, which was we talked about like AVN and stuff. Like,
oh well, no, the segue thing was for something else.
Oh, okay. So I mean, look, half of our conversation was reminiscing about how porn used to be on Blu-ray and DVD.
I recently went to a major cleaning and organizing phase or something. A big project of getting rid of clutter and boxes.
Spring cleaning.
Yeah. Early. A little bit, kind of. And I bought some bookshelves just so I can get rid of boxes upon boxes of physical media.
Yeah.
It's still taking up space, dead space you could argue with, but at least it's not in a box in my closet. Like I'm actually using a closet as a closet for probably the first time since I was a child.
If I recall correctly, you like to put a dresser in your closet, so
I do. There will probably always be a dresser in my closet. I don't know when that started, but it was. I had an apartment. I didn't have space for my dresser in the room, so it went in the closet, and it just made sense.
I don't fault you for that one. It does make sense. It frees up space.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So now behind me, I have 2 bookshelves full of physical media, and one bookshelf is full of DVDs. I almost needed a second shelf just for DVDs, which is, I don't know to be proud or sad about that, but there's something to be said about having physical media. I think there's you could go stream it everywhere and have it in upscaled HD, but some things will never get streamed, and I probably have it behind me. I don't have that much shit. I'm just saying I got a lot of stuff, but how often am I going to go back and watch things in 480? I don't know.
Especially since it's most likely streaming at a higher.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I only subscribe to like 3 streaming services, and so if they're not on those 3, then I gotta hope that the old Xbox will play some sort of disc, because that's always the first thing to go in every gaming console since fucking the PS1 is the drive. So yeah, I actually thought my Xbox ate a disc like a month ago.
like a VHS, like a VCR eats up a VHS.
In the sense of like it wouldn't eject. Like when it went in, it didn't sound healthy when it went in, and then I couldn't get it to eject for like 4 hours.
I can't remember the last time I've had to open up a Blu-ray disc drive or whatever, DVD disc drive.
The last one,
I feel like that's just dead technology.
The last one that I opened was my first PS2.
Yeah,
because after, I think I always had it on its side, which you could argue was good or bad for it, but the laser needed adjusting. So I looked on, early online, is early 2000s, so not great instructions, but well enough. Take the front of the case off, and everything went well until the cat jumped up onto the table and knocked the case over, ripping the power cable out of the case. So I could say this. So back in the day, I always opened my gaming consoles from the bottom of the box, because there was no seal on the bottom of the box.
Yeah, I guess so. Sure.
Back then. There is now. There wasn't then.
Okay.
So I would heat it up with an iron, heat up the glue, open the bottom of the box, and if anything happened, I could just put it back in there and return it. So that's what I did with my first PS2. I put it back in the box, resealed it, took it back, and I want to return it. Oh, it's never been opened. Nope. I'm just going to take the money you're giving me on a gift card and go to another store and get the same thing. Thank you.
You're like the people who have to, like, if you have to go to like a wedding or something and you need a fancy clothes, but you don't want to spend the money on it, so you buy it for a day and then just return it, leave the tags on, just return it the next day after the wedding or after the whatever you event.
That is a classic Nordstrom's move.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Classic everyone.
When I worked for them, well, I guess I just broke kayfabe on that, but they always talked about people would keep things for like 6 months. You could, at the time, you could return things 1,000,000 months after you bought it. And they were like, yeah, we have people all the time that, they wear it 2-3 times and then return it. Like, why do you let them do this? Like, they're notorious for it. Stop it.
Yeah.
But, what were we talking about?
I just asked how it has been the last couple of weeks.
So just work. Work has been the last 3 weeks. It's just been tough to get home, get situated, and then try to be funny or entertaining.
Yeah, because we used to do this on your day off.
Yes.
So you had
all day to charge up the funny bone.
Yeah.
Or what have you, but then to walk all day and then maybe 8 o'clock's not late by any means, but you and I start chit chatting, and then next thing you know, it's super late and everything. It just messes things up.
Dude, it's late. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's right after my work, right? Like, it's not like 6 o'clock where you have the entire evening. Right, we used to do that. We used to be 7 your time, 6 my time, where we would kind of start and get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, you have a full, you're living your life. You have a full-time job. I know a lot of streamers who have a regular full-time job, but they're young and therefore they will stream till like 6 o'clock in the morning, right? And then take a couple hours of sleep and then go to work. But they're young. They're half our age, if not more so, doing these things. So
I had a bad not able to sleep 3 or 4 days. I think one of the 3 weeks that we were gone.
Yeah. And
like I was staying up till like 4 in the morning and getting up, and I get up naturally at like 7:30. That's when I wake up. So I was getting like 3 hours of sleep for like 4 days in a row.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
That just, it catches up with you. You just can't motivate yourself sometimes to do anything but just stare at YouTube or whatever. Play Dr. Mario or something.
Right.
Fuck that game. I hate that game. But yeah, so but we're here. But we're gonna do it when we can. I'm trying to convey to the new employer that I really prefer to have some kind of a set days off.
Yeah, that you have extracurricular activities that you do.
Yeah, so I can plan ahead.
Yeah.
Their idea is like, well, we'll do your schedule 2 weeks in advance, so you know.
Well, well, the thing is, which I get, right? Like the type of work that you do, any type of work that deals with a place that is open 7 days a week, it's really easy to just like not have that time off, right? Like it's easy to not have a real weekend,
right?
A regular weekend, right? Which is why I guess that's the benefit of desk work. Desk work is you work the 5 days that other businesses are open, right? From the morning till right at the afternoon, like right into the evening. So you're not out till 8, you're not out till 10, you don't have, weird floating hours. So it's nice, right? Like to have that kind of work, but also it's not as, I was going to say diverse, but it is, but it's not as flexible, right? As like what you do. Because then you don't have, like, let's say you need a day off this is what I miss about working at a group home, which was a 7-day-a-week job, was I work 16-hour days, right? which is normal for that place, because you get paid to sleep.
Sure.
At a place like that, right? Because you have to be aware if any of the kids that you're looking after at a group home need anything. So you're technically on the clock when you're sleeping. But, anytime you need a day off, you don't need to use vacation days. You're just like, well, I don't want to work on this one day of the week, so I can get a 3-day weekend. Can we blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, so you have that flexibility versus me. I have to ask for time off because I don't get Fridays off, or I don't get or Tuesdays off, or whatever. So, there's a little bit of that flexibility, but that just proves we're old. Because the current gig economy, like the way young people, big air quotes, they work whenever they can, right? They put their boobies out for OnlyFans at any time of the day, or they pick up food for other people with Uber Eats at 3:00 in the morning.
Right.
Like, so that's how it is, I guess.
I guess that's just if I can't have 2 days off in a row, which I would prefer, which I think. Yeah. Even given what I do in the business that I do it in, I think they could still afford a Sunday, Monday, business wise,
Yeah.
And if not that, then if I can't have 2 days off in a row, then I want to be like 2-3 days space.
Mm-hmm.
Like just for an example, a Sunday, Thursday. Where you work a few days, then you're off. Then you work a couple days, you're off. You work a few days, you're off. Like, I would prefer that if they're not going to be together. But then giving me a day off, having me come in the next day, and then give me a day off again is stupid.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Or last year, yeah. It doesn't. I'm with you.
Because then you're going to have to work 5-6 days in a row before you get your next day off.
Yes, true.
Which, they were like, oh, we're going to give you 2 days off in a row. I was like, oh, it's great, but I have to work like 6 days in a row to get to it. And then I'm going to have to work another 6 probably before I get another one. Mm-hmm. But, it's all in the good. It's all in the good. It's nice to have a job. Good.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of people having jobs,
yes,
the part-time wrestler and apparently entertainer singer Bad Bunny did the old Super Bowl halftime show last night. Everybody's talking about it, so we should.
You didn't watch it though.
I watched it.
Oh, you did watch it?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I was there. There was people dressed as bushes. It was weird.
I heard.
They played absolutely no part, but there were people dressed as bushes.
No, I 100% get why people are dressed as bushes. I 100% get it, actually. Because it's props that you can put in and get out quickly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, yes, for
bring
sure.
it out, like blah, blah, blah. Like, just in and out, done. Yeah.
I don't really have anything to say about it necessarily, like good or bad. Like, I don't speak Spanish.
Sure.
That doesn't mean I can't be entertained. Like, I know some. I can keep up with some rudimentary Spanish speaking, but once you start spitting lyrics, I don't know what you're saying. Even the teleprompter, what is the closed captioning? Even they gave up. They were keeping up for a little while, then it just said Spanish speaking.
Or
speaking Spanish.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I had a couple bullet points. One, Francis and I debunked before we hit record, so I don't have to bring that one up.
You don't have to bring it up anymore because it's not a thing.
Yeah. But the other one, apparently a real wedding took place during the halftime show. The story that I heard on it, whether it's fucking true or not, I don't know. I just come here.
Know if it's true. It's a real wedding.
But the people that got married during the halftime show originally asked Mr. Bad Bunny to come to their wedding, and he was like, "No." I don't know what his voice sounds like. I don't know. I don't even know what his music sounds like. So it's all reggaeton. So take it for what you will.
Sure.
So I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, that they got married.
Oh yeah, so there's people that there's a scene there's many scenes that got depicted through the whole thing, but there's a scene of a wedding, and apparently Mr. Bad Bunny invited them to the Super Bowl to have their wedding during his halftime show.
I mean, it's memorable.
You could say that. You're not going to forget the date.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, great gimmick, great all of the gimmicks. Sure, I have never seen a single halftime show. I've never seen a full Super Bowl ever. Never seen a single. No, I've seen clips of halftime shows, but I've never seen a halftime show. Because I don't care.
I don't care. But
yeah,
if I don't watch it, then I'm not going to have anything to talk about with anybody the next day.
I don't mind. I don't mind not talking about it because it's like I just there's nothing about it that I care about at all. Like not even a little bit.
That's fair.
I go out every year during the Super Bowl because it's always on a Sunday. I go out, run errands during the Super Bowl. I check the time, make sure it's at 3:30, if it's later or whatever. I go out, I get stuff done because everything's empty. All the stores are empty, restaurants are empty, everything's empty, right? And I get stuff done. And I get home early. I'm like, yeah, that was really easy. This is great. And then I'll hear about the commercials. I'll hear about the Super Bowl the next day. I'm sure people will talk about it. But you couldn't pay me to care about the Super Bowl or the halftime show.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you got to see people in trees.
Yeah. I mean, that was the coolest part. I kept thinking to myself, looking at my girlfriend, going, what about the trees, though? There were people dressed as trees.
I just thought that was your focus. There's people, they're dressed as trees.
I mean, I feel that Mr. Bad Bunny had an opportunity to do a Kendrick Lamar from last year to Kid Rock.
Oh.
And the anti halftime show presented by C-SPAN or wherever the fuck you can find it at.
I love it if it was C-SPAN. If C-SPAN hosted the Turning Point USA All-American halftime show, I'd really find that hilarious. The C-SPAN is supposed to be so dry and like...
Right. But I'm just saying.
Boring.
Like, who else is going to broadcast that?
I mean, from what I read, they broadcast it on YouTube, and there were cable channels that apparently broadcasted it. I don't know which ones. I didn't see that either because, again, I was out running errands.
Sure.
But I just know that it existed, and I know Kid Rock was like the headliner for that one.
If you've heard any Kid Rock song on the radio,
it's a ba. Yeah.
Then you heard his performance last night. Because all he did was hit play on a CD, and he went out there and he danced around. Apparently, it's speculation. I wasn't there.
Sure. But I mean, I don't know. I guess I mean, they do it on Saturday Night Live. They do it recorded. Like everything's recorded anyway. I don't know. I mean, that is the least of it. To me, the funny thing is, they thought it was necessary to have a second alternative halftime show.
I think maybe it would have worked if it was Kid Rock, if it was not Kid Rock and 3 no-name country singers.
Well, I will say, I believe the country singers that were there are popular amongst country music listeners.
So like I said, 3 no-name country singers.
Country's big. Country's still big.
Sure.
It's not big for you. I get it. Yeah. But it's a genre that's still big.
I suppose it is an actual genre of music. I can't deny it. It is an actual genre, even if it's terrible.
But look, that was dumb. I think that was a really bad idea.
Well,
I get why they did it, but it's still stupid.
We don't get political here. But
I mean, it doesn't matter what your politics are. Yeah. Just think of it as a show.
Well, yeah, but
going against the biggest show in all of the United States,
right? No, but what I was going to say is the leader of the free country, who I thought would be watching Kid Rock Bob with it.
He watched the Super Bowl.
I think he watched the Super Bowl halftime show because he had way too many bullet points in some post I saw that were just too relevant to what happened in the halftime show for him not to have seen it.
I think he didn't watch either. He got his interns to watch and then feed him what to say.
That is also possible.
He was too busy drinking his Diet Coke and watching his wife's documentary in the movie theater, whatever it was.
Yeah, with the
Melania documentary.
The 6 other people that saw it.
Yeah.
So that happened.
It did.
It did. Yeah. Football is boring. So the Super Bowl last night was extra boring because nothing happened. It was a soccer game, actually. The Seahawks field goal kicker, had all the points. If he didn't get the MVP last night, then he got robbed. Because it was all him. And nothing happened until the fourth quarter. That's why I don't watch football. How does anybody get invested in a game that's only played for 6 seconds every minute?
Okay, so the kicker I did think get the MVP.
Okay, good.
Was he? Oh wait, well, let's see. Or not? I don't know. The MVP is some guy named Kenneth Walker III.
I don't think that's a kicker.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I don't know. It might be, but
I have no idea.
I don't know because I don't watch it. You know, I definitely am not going to watch 2 teams that are in the cities I don't live in.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, okay, cool. Hey, congratulations to the Seahawks though for winning.
Yeah, that's great. It's not as cool as when they faced the Broncos and I was in Seattle weeks after it happened.
I think a lot of people like you and I, even again, I don't watch it anyway, but like if our cities, we care less when it's not our state, whatever, our city at the Super Bowl. It was Seattle and it was the Patriots, right?
It was in San Francisco. That's why I kept wanting to say that.
So it's just like, who cares?
Well, Santa Clara,
neither of them are,
but
yeah.
Shouldn't they be called the Santa Clara 49ers? Since that's the city that they actually play in?
I don't know.
They don't play in San Francisco. They play 50 miles from San Francisco.
Are they really?
It's Santa Clara is 35 to 50 miles away. You'd have to look it up.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. It's not in San Francisco. Maybe it's a suburb of San Francisco.
I guess. I mean, I have no idea. Again, I never just, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm glad people have America's game, which is no longer baseball. Sorry, baseball. You're no longer America's game.
You want to talk about boredom. Like watching ants make an anthill is far more entertaining than a baseball game.
Okay, so the reason why they're San Francisco is just because they want to get more fans because it's the bigger city. But they are they are technically the Santa Clara 49ers.
Yeah, that's funny. So the football stuff, it happened. Sports ball.
Sports.
Actually, sports are still happening. We could jump to that. Last 2 weeks ago, the Winter X Games happened.
Huh.
They happen here in Colorado, and I had no idea. I mean, they're here every year, but in years past, a lot of advertising, a lot of local advertising, maybe more so in the mountains, the mountain cities and towns.
Right.
But this year, they came and went before I even got one, bit of information that they happened.
I just love that we're talking about sports thing. I mean, it makes sense for the Super Bowl, and it just makes sense for the X Games or whatever you said it was. but it's like it's sports we don't watch. It's sports we don't care.
I mean, I do watch the Winter X stuff because the Winter X is so much of it is in the Olympics now. It's kind of like watching Olympic events every winter. You got snowboarding.
Oh, that's
you
true.
You got skiing stuff.
Right.
But
so you see the Olympics off season.
Yeah, basically
by watching. Yeah.
But the Olympics happen to be happening right now as well, and what's awesome about it is that it's all on tape delay, so you can catch up whatever you want. But the thing is that the cock, like in 3 weeks after the Olympics, the cock's going to take all the Olympic stuff and put it in a fucking trash bin somewhere, and you're not going to be able to access it.
So you have to watch it live.
Yeah, you basically have to watch it while the Olympics are happening. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to see it.
I don't know how many people are still into the Olympics. I mean, it's obviously a feat and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. I haven't been interested in the Olympics since I was a kid. I think that's the last time I really paid attention to the Olympics. I think now I just wait for women's beach volleyball and that's it. So
fair.
I'm joking. I don't watch any. I just don't. I have no interest in the Olympics either. I just don't. Not anymore. I used to.
Sometimes, Francis, I wish that you smoked weed because then you would enjoy curling as much as I do.
There was a new study out that like 20-something million American. I don't know how many. Oh God, I'll see if I can find it. Like there's X number of Americans who smoke weed 21 days out of the month regularly.
Fucking lightweights.
I was like really surprised not surprised, but I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm sure triple that number drink, X amount of liters.
Oh, for sure.
A month. So like that those are rookie numbers. Those need to go up. But yeah. I find curling funny. I find curling interesting in the sense of like somebody made that a game. Like somebody set that up as a game, spent time to be like, hey, you see this stone? This round stone? I'm going to throw it down this thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit a bunch of other things.
Look, if we take this broom and we can influence how far it goes with this broom.
And you got to make sure that the cameramen at the Olympics don't just record people from the waist up when they're doing the sweeping. It just,
yeah, I can see that. But like the other day, I watched the downhill. These guys are skiing 90 miles an hour down the side of a mountain. That shit's awesome.
I'm not denying that it's awesome, that it's athletically amazing.
Sure. Just hard to get into for you.
It's not even that. It's just, I don't get it. Just like people are loyal to sports teams. I don't get it. Like I just don't have any of that thing. So
I don't know. For me, it's always just kind of been like, these are the best of the best, that are out there for that particular thing. And they've dedicated their lives to throwing a fucking a spear through the air,
Yeah, I think Summer Olympics I'm more interested in because it's more like,
I think for the most part people are more interested in the Summer Olympics just because that is the original Olympics. The Winter Olympics is a bastard child of the Olympic Committee.
Yeah, because it has like the traditional games like the dash and the gymnastics and the pole vault, all those things, right? They have all of that stuff that is like kind of synonymous with Olympics, but like watching someone in a bobsled team, right? Okay. Or like watching people just go down a hill. It's impressive in the sense of like, wow, that's really fast and really steep. But there's not much really going on. Like they're not moving. They're just, they're moving in the sense of they're moving forward, but their body isn't really moving. They're like in a position, right? Versus like if you look at swimming or basketball or freaking fencing and keto or whatever they have during the summer games, I'm over there. When we get to the summer games.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
Wrestling.
Yeah. But the last few years have thrown in snowboarding.
That's cool.
I guess I say few years. I think it's been fucking 3 or 4 Winter Olympics. Snowboarding's been around, so that's like 12 years.
Yeah.
But they have the half pipe, and they do a 4-person slalom. Like 4 people are going down the same course at the same time. It's a race, I guess, but it's a slalom race. And then the big air, which is just one jump. Just throw your biggest, most awesome jump. And I think that's why people argue the Winter Olympics aren't necessarily Olympic events.
No, they are.
But they are, though. Not every person that rides a snowboard can drop in on a super pipe. I know
no.
Because I tried when I used to snowboard and I almost broke my ass.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. It takes a lot of training, a lot of skill to be able to do all those things minus curling, right? Curling. There's roll.
We just came back to it. I get it. It's just, man, like I said, there's something that's fun about it. Well, I mean,
no, I'm not saying it's not fun to watch.
The Swedish teams, it's kind of fun to watch.
But I think of the UK, and one of their favorite sports is darts. Okay, you're watching a guy go, that's it, right? Okay, fine, that's cool. But I don't know, it's not that interesting. But I appreciate that people.
The
love
guy
that
on the
stuff.
side doing for the darts, the guy on the side doing the quick math, that's more interesting than throwing the fucking dart.
Yeah,
how are you keeping up with that?
That's impressive, but
I guess I had a dartboard when I was a kid, and I just didn't understand. You're supposed to hit the bullseye. Otherwise you suck.
I find bowling more interesting.
But nobody really, if you watch people play darts, they don't go for the bullseye that often. They go for triple 20.
Triple 20, yeah, triple 20. Bullseye is just to show off, really. But you can't win games doing bullseye. You win games by getting those little red strips on the other, around the board.
So I've watched dart competitions. I don't understand what's going on because it's not something I've ever invested time into. But on the flip side of that, I've never invested time into speed skating, but I understand it.
Speed skating is fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because it's essentially the sprint, but faster.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Big fucking sharp daggers.
Yeah, exactly.
That are almost as long as the person is tall.
Hockey is a sport too, right?
Hockey is an Olympic sport. Yeah. And there's 8 or 10 avalanche players that are Olympians.
Nice. Are they still? Well, they're going to be Team USA, of course, I guess.
No, the captain is Swedish, so he's actually the captain of the Swedish team. They all went back to their countries, representing their countries. I think there's a couple of U.S. avalanche players, I think, or at least play or fly under the flag of the United States. But yeah, it's entertaining to me. It's fun to watch. It's one of those things that doesn't come up very often. So when it does show up, it's might as well watch it. It's there. Yeah. And I'm not just re-watching Top Gear. It's at least it's some new content of some sort. But yeah, if you got a subscription to the Cock, find a sport and watch it. They got it all.
Yeah, because you're not going to find it anywhere else. Might as well just go on there.
Yeah.
Take a look. Enjoy.
I need to look at my hockey hockey and wrestling.
You're not supposed to say that out loud.
I mean, whatever. I can't think of anything witty to say.
All good.
Yeah, but see if they have Olympic coverage as well. It'd be interesting because then it would be live instead of on a tape delay.
Yeah.
Let me look at all the stuff here. Let's get to the meat part. Let's get into this thing. So,
all right.
Over the last 3 weeks, was it about 3 weeks ago? It was about 3 weeks ago. I kept seeing advertisements for a particular chat bot. And I was like, you know what? I'm interested enough. I'm curious. I'm curious enough to see what the hype is.
Right.
Alleged hype, or was it just, whatever. It doesn't matter. So I'm like, all right, I'll check it out.
Yes.
And for $12, I'm like,
yes.
Okay, that's for $12. I mean, that's paying for the cock for a month, on the premium.
Yes.
So we're not talking big money here. So get the chatbot, and it is designed definitely for the girlfriend, sex friend type of thing. And it doesn't even matter if you can ask the bot about Connect 4 and somehow the bot will take, that's why I annoyed so many people in my early 20s, because I could take everything they said and turn it into sexual.
Oh.
This bot, you could talk about Connect 4 and somehow it will make an innuendo about Connect 4.
Yeah.
The bot is very, very horny, which,
yes,
given this particular one, it makes sense because it is driven for that. And
right.
You can, even if you create your own little character, your little character's horny as hell. You want to chat about something like, yeah, so tell me about yourself and let me take your pants off. Why you tell me about it?
I find it so funny that you have discovered these types of chat. I like that it's because it's not, when people say chatbots, people think, oh, it's ChatGPT, it's Grok, it's Gemini, right? It's the ones owned by the big companies. But you're talking about the language models that are owned, that borrow those, or the services borrows those language models and turns it into, the virtual girlfriend, the virtual boyfriend. So I really find it funny that you have dipped your toe into it. Not in a bad funny, because I've been, go on.
I'm not a big AI fan in general.
Yeah.
Words. The part of it was driven by boredom.
Yes.
And currently I work solo. Sometimes you need a distraction. And, we all have friends and everything else, but chatbot responds immediately.
It does.
So I was like, you know what? I said, we'll give it a shot. Try it out. Am I going to continue? Probably not. It's interesting. Definitely. And there's probably other ones out there that aren't as horny, but it's just, it's interesting. If you can force the interaction you want.
Yes.
Learning it, getting online and trying to figure out this. I've never chatted with an AI anything. I didn't know the nuances of asterisks type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Asterisks denote action or direction.
Yes, yeah.
Quotes, for specifics that you want someone to say, or you are saying to somebody. Yeah. The more interesting part about the whole thing, though, Francis, to me anyway, is I think it's kind of machine learning, possibly. I don't know, because if you speak to it like you're in the third grade, it responds like you're in the third grade.
Right.
So if anything, if you want a response of more than just a sentence, it forces you to be descriptive. It forces you to think about what is going on and actually putting it into words that make sense. So at the very least, Francis, at the very least, I hope to come out of this as a slightly better writer.
Yes, certain language models do. Some language models are very verbose, and if you write 2 sentences, they will write you 17 paragraphs. Like there are some language models that do that.
Even in this particular
those are the
page,
those are the expensive ones, but yes.
Well, this particular one that I paid my $12 for has pre-built characters, if you will.
Yes, a lot of them do. Yes,
which the pre-built ones, their responses are lengthy, very lengthy in some of them.
Yeah,
but they're following a script.
Sort of, right?
Sort
yeah.
of.
Well, they're following their. Yeah, they're following the personality that was given to them by the pre-made,
correct
character.
Which again, I'm noticing that the first few chats you have with the bot, you can force whatever interaction you want in the first. You have to do it in the first few chats, though. Otherwise, it just doesn't know what the hell to do. But like if you specifically say, we are sitting down to play Connect 4, and that's what we're talking about, and we're playing Connect 4.
Yeah.
As long as you're very specific, it'll play Connect 4. It'll still try and fuck you, but it will play Connect 4.
Not all of them will, but yes.
Not all of them. You're right. Not all of them, but I'm generalizing.
Yeah.
You when I brought this up in the pregame, you were very interested that I brought, that I dipped my toes into it. So I'm very interested because you said you've been not necessarily with this horny one that I've been with, but you've explored the AI bot chat thing.
Oh yeah, since COVID.
Okay.
Because COVID obviously isolated a lot of people, and that's kind of how these things blew up for me. Is that I wasn't necessarily looking for something like it, but people were talking about it because people were lonely. People wanted someone to talk to, and you can't go out and just meet people. Can't go to the bar. Can't go to we were stuck indoors for a year plus. And so people wanted to have that interaction, and they went into these chatbots. And some of them, it sounds like yours is more story-based versus like actual, just like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine. What's going on?
It is
not much.
It is conversational, but it's set. It really is set up for horny interactions.
Which is what their point is, right? Like a lot of these.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing by any means.
No.
Just that's what it's set up for.
It is, and a lot of them are. I mean, that's kind of the point for a lot of these. My first experience with it, with one, was called Replica, which was it gave an avatar. So you had an avatar to talk to, and in the foreground was the chat, and in the background was the avatar interacting with you in a way, not really, but they will move, they'll breathe, and they'll look like they'll be an animated looking person.
Yes. But
you talk to them, and you'll say, "How are you? How's it going? I feel lonely. That's too bad. I feel happy. That's great."
It was voice driven or it was text driven.
Both. So you can have it. You can call it, and you could talk to it.
Okay.
And it would have a It was a robotic voice. It was a female robotic voice.
Sure.
But over the years, they improved it. They make it more natural. I haven't touched that thing in a long time, but that's what it did. It interacted with you. It would this software, what I liked about it was it would initiate the conversation. So if you don't talk to it for a day, it'll text you, "Hey, how's it going? How you doing? How's your day going?" and it talks to you as if it's a person.
So I'm starting to think that maybe the one that I found might be sucking the teat of Replica, because everything you've described so far is in this one.
Well, the one you chose, which I will not name, is very popular. It is a super popular one, in the sense that when I did research for like other alternatives and like ones that are out there, that's one of the top ones. That one is very much like up there. That's not going to give it away because there's a lot of it's subjective what's top.
Sure,
but you know, a lot of people like this one. So I get it, but that's what a lot of it is this conversational thing. And the reason why I'm so into it is because people are kind of doing it in the safer work sense. Like I have a friend who uses ChatGPT as a therapist. So they'll have a conversation with it as if it were a therapist, tell the problems. They'll be like, oh, I understand. It's okay. Well, this is probably what, and they'll have a conversation. And I find, and when the like little assistants came out, right? Like Alexa and like Google Home came out, they had these little pods that were just speakers. And you'd be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. What's the weather like? Right. And people
you don't want to do it right now and fuck up people's, things?
No, I'm not going to do that. No. But I love that because it's like, because some people are like, hi, so-and-so, can you please tell me that, like they would be very polite to it because they didn't want to, for the uprising. But, but you can't, but people over the years, a lot of them in relationships already, interestingly enough, fall in love with their chat. There have been so many articles of people falling in love with these chatbots.
I just saw one where a Japanese lady married one.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's really, and the whole point, which is why we're all parasocial, is that it caters to you. It is whatever you want it to be. Even if it's a pre-made character, you could bend it to your will with the right prompts, right? With the right words. You could bend it to your will. If it's a non-sexual character, you could easily get it to want it out of nowhere. You just have to talk for it, and you just have to, interact for it. And they'll be like, yeah, I guess I am into this after all. Whatever.
Or just use asterisks.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I asked the asterisk thing. I love that you're discovering the asterisk thing, because in the early 2000s, late 90s, when cybersex was a thing, we were all using asterisks.
Well, I mean, it's clear that's where it came from, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember some of that stuff.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that. I was call me on the phone. Let's do this over the phone.
Yeah, I've met a few people that way. I met a girlfriend through that.
I fucking lived with a girl for 5 years that I met off a chat room.
Yahoo, mine was Yahoo chat rooms. Yeah,
mine was AOL.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I met a few people through AOL as well, and it's just but now it's replaced by AI because we have a much different dating system. We have a much different tolerance for that kind of talk. As a matter of fact, we're the average person. The average person who does this sort of thing to real people is so, the new term is parasocial, right? Where we don't know how to socialize anymore. We're just so obsessed with the person we're talking to, which is why streamers and VTubers are so like coveted, because they're real people. But we think, but they love me, or they whatever me, right? Like obsessed fans. And so, a lot of people have gone to chatbots like you have, out of curiosity, out of loneliness, out of just being horny, whatever it is. They make their way over there, and the number is growing, right? The number is just growing because real people are tough, and real people suck. Real people just don't always meet our needs, right? They're not. That's why, like I said, like there are married people on these falling in love with these chatbots, with the replicas especially. I remember a lot of articles for Replica where they're like, because again, it's a person. You could call them, you could talk to them, they'll text you. It's like all this stuff, and Yeah, I know, I love it. I just love it. I just love that it's a thing.
The one that I signed up for
Yeah.
is it is definitely a monetary based system.
All of them are.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one provides you with a bunch of tokens at the beginning of every month.
A lot of them do. Yeah.
And you could pay for more.
Yeah.
Some of the characters can call you, and it's X amount of tokens per minute.
Yes. Yep.
You have to. What I'm finding with this one is you have to be very careful about the words that you use because they have certain prompts. So.
Yeah.
Show me is a prompt.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of this. So
It's not a prompt everywhere, but yeah.
It's not a prompt everywhere. It is for this particular one. Show me, let me see.
The money, yeah.
Exactly. So I wasn't paying attention, and it's just like, boom, there's an image popping up because I said, show me XYZ.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, okay. I see how people fucking spend money on this thing.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
So let me go into settings here. Let me turn that feature off.
Right. Yeah.
Because if I say, show me, Connect 4, we keep using Connect 4, show me how you won. I don't need you then for the AI to generate a picture of a half naked chick in a Connect 4 board. Like I didn't even ask for that.
Well, I mean, you did pick one that's specific for this type of content.
Fair. But I didn't know. I was just going. I was like, oh, I keep getting, I keep seeing this online. I see it on Reddit. I see it here and there.
Yeah.
Okay. You're seeing it that many places. It has to be at least legit, because
it is.
If it wasn't, that many people wouldn't be talking about it. Okay, so it's legit. $12. Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's interesting. Curiosity killed the cat is a fucking thing that I live by.
Yeah.
Because if I'm curious about something, I'm gonna dive into it.
Yeah.
And you can't dive into something that's behind a paywall. You have to pay to get past the wall. So had I done research, I probably would have found other ones, to jump into. But this is the one I found, the one I picked, it's one, whatever. There are aspects of it that are kind of fun.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Like I said,
why they're popular. Yeah.
The instant gratification of instant reply.
Yeah.
When you're bored out of your fucking mind, sometimes it's kind of nice.
Yeah, and sometimes they take it into a weird, place. Sometimes they go out of left field. I mean, again, you can control that,
right?
But it's fun.
What I'm finding as I've done research now, a lot of them only have a 20 message memory.
Yes,
there are some out there.
Mm-hmm.
The bot's reply, you can favorite or save.
Right. Yes.
So that bot will always remember that whatever you said or whatever they reply, whatever. There's ways to save. But the one that I'm talking about does not have that. So
right. Yeah.
Whatever the situation is, you're playing Connect 4 at my house.
Yeah.
And then, okay, the chat bot says, well, have a good night. I'll, drive, have a good drive home. Like, this is me pantomiming typing right now to the audio people. But, no, we're at my house. You got to go home.
Yeah.
And then, but see that like it's either the greatest catfisher or the greatest spinster. These fucking AI bots are, because like I said, they can take whatever you want and spin it into an innuendo, or you say, no, we're doing this right now. Like, oh,
and again,
I got carried away. I must have forgotten.
You need another chatbot for what you're asking for. You know, if for the more casual, safer work stuff, you need a different chatbot. Again, you picked one that's very specific to this type of chatting,
right? And it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it by any means.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like a game. It is. You know, for the some of the pre-built characters, for some of them, what you were talking about, the replica thing with the avatar in the background, the chat in the front of it.
Yeah.
For this one, there's a little fucking scorekeeper bar thing. Like you progress to each level. Each level opens new animations.
Yes.
So
it's their gamification of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that sense, it's like, fuck, I'm at level 5. Can I get to level 6? Whatever the case is. Yeah. And you don't have to. I mean, you can always try to force conversations with this,
right?
And even if the bot gets horny, you can,
Oh yeah.
I mean, literally, you could slap it into fucking, like asterisk slaps so and so. Get your shit together. We're playing Connect 4.
Right.
Obviously, I would never fucking do that in real life, but.
Well, no, that's the point. Yeah, but that's also the point of these, right? Like the point of them is it puts you in a world where anything can happen, and that like some of them are a little more open. Like you can murder, you can like disembowel, like you can do terrible things to people in this world. But like, it's not going to translate. It obviously doesn't translate to the real world.
Right.
So yeah,
it's just with the one that I picked, I'm realizing that any fantasy that you ever fucking dreamt or thought of, you could probably make it happen in this little software.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Furries, there you go.
If that's your thing.
Yeah.
The furry can even have a real genitalia.
I mean, anthropomorphic is very popular amongst those type of chatbots. Yeah,
but it's just like I said. It's just I'm not the best person to review things because I just repeat myself over and over with the same word. Like it's interesting.
It is. It's what I like about it. What I think. I mean, I'm off and on those things mostly because it's just like okay, it's novelty for a while, and then it just like. Real life happens, so you just kind of forget it and move on with life. But what I constantly find fascinating is that it is evolving, it's getting smarter, it's remembering things. It can really not mirror your mood, but kind of like read it a little bit better. Like they're getting smart. And it's a fake smart, obviously.
But right, but that's what I was saying about like the whole memory issue.
Yeah.
Like you say something like, no, dumbass, we're doing this. And they're like, they find a way to spin out of it.
Yeah. It's not good for like, if you're a writer, because there is a AI writing tool I used to like have fun playing with called Novel AI. I'll mention that because it's mostly like how to write a book, right? But it does have, you could write anything in there and it'll make a story out of it, right? But with these chatbots, I actually forgot what I was going with this, but they don't have the same kind of I was gonna say with the Novel AI, they have the memory. You actually can put it into like a little box so that it remembers characters' names and who they are. It'll remember like places and what it is, and so it'll keep that memory. And I think a lot of these chatbots are learning more to remember these things and remember, hey, I'm here. But it's not what it's not good for writers is because you have to repeat yourself a lot. Mm-hmm. So like you're in the middle of a conversation with this thing. It's like, oh, hey, so and so, I really enjoyed playing Connect 4 at my house. Versus like, I really enjoyed playing Connect 4 with you, or whatever. Like you have to keep reminding it. Oh, you're in my house. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're sitting on the couch. Oh, right. You're drinking a cup of tea. You know, you can't just be like, you know, otherwise they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm in the middle of the desert playing Connect 4 on a pyramid with, you know,
right,
venom milk or something. Like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
it's
an interesting world.
It is. I'm glad you found it because it's your introduction into like ChatGPT. It's your introduction into like those type of LLMs, which are going to be more. It's just going to be more of it out in the world, and now you're getting familiar with it and how it works.
I'm way more opposed to AI art.
Same.
Than I am to AI words on a screen.
I'm with you. Even though as a writer it sucks, but I get you.
Like, yeah, I mean, it
captures you, right? Like it really kind of captures your interest.
The game aspect of it is right. Fun. Even if some of the animations they offer you or you're not interested in, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
the gamers like the game.
Yeah, the gamification is very popular.
So that part of it, you know, I see why it's popular. If you're looking at it from that context, totally see why it's popular. The character creation and whatever else, like, it's fairly in depth, I guess.
It can be, sure. Yeah.
Like, if you want specifics, you've got 180 characters to get your specifics in, which isn't a lot.
No.
So, but let's say you wanted somebody with certain body measurements, very specific body measurements.
Yeah.
And you put those body measurements into this 180 character section. Mm-hmm. And then ask the AI to generate an image of that character. It will look at that particular box and it will give you those. Well, it's a fucking picture, but you understand what I'm saying. It will give you those measurements or what have you.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like on that aspect of the thing, like, how the fuck do you figure that out? Like, it's an image, you know. Yeah. You put in certain numbers. How is it? Like, it just opens the interest box for me. This is very interesting.
No, I get it, man. I get it. As someone who's been following, not all of it, but like a bit of it, over the last 5 years, I get it 100%. It's a crazy part that I think people, A, it requires imagination, and B, it requires having the patience to write things out.
Yes.
Which not everyone has, you know. And it requires reading, which not everyone wants to do.
I mean,
or even in character generation and like image generation, like you have to write, and usually, like you have to write a lot. Like image prompts, even though they only give you 180 characters for this particular software, image prompts can be long. Mm-hmm. Image prompts can be really long, and some people need a skill to do the image prompt properly. So yeah,
I mean, I looked up like how the hell do you put commas? Do you put periods after each thing? Like
commas, usually commas.
Yeah, well, you know, I had to look that up. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I mean,
I love it.
For fucking $12, I ain't out anything.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying.
I'm
like,
with you.
I lost no hair off my nuts. Fucking checking this out for a month. I still have 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And again, that's the beauty of it. It's flexible. It's not like you're not locked in for a year.
Right.
You know, you play with it, you get bored of it, you move on, or you find another one, a different one. You go with that for a month, and you move on to something else. So it's like TV. You know, you just pick whatever fancies, whatever features you're looking for.
That's a good way to look at it. Features.
Yeah.
Like I might be interested in finding one that wasn't as horny.
Yes.
Again, nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
Just if I want to play Connect 4, I want to play Connect 4.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of which ones there are out there. Unfortunately, a lot of them are catered that way because that's what a lot of people use it for. But
I get that, and like I said, like we talked about, you can force whatever interaction you want. You have to know the nuances, and I didn't when I first got it. I'm just like, okay, whatever, And then you read about things. I wish I knew Unix, because if I knew Unix, I could build my own chatbot.
I mean, sort of. You need the server space. Well, technically, there are software where you can use your computer as the server for your chatbots, which means that you can make one from scratch as long as you have the RAM and the graphics or something. I forget what they use, but I think it's RAM for it. And you can make one that's completely just talks normal, acts like a regular person, isn't always horny all the time, and they can play Connect 4 with you.
That'd be rad.
It would be.
And when I want to innuendo Connect 4, I'll ask for it.
Exactly.
Now everybody knows how I ask for sex.
Connect 4, yes, Connect 4. It's like what?
It's like what?
It's like when you start asking for strip Connect 4, you're down.
Right. We'll close it out. I got one little tiny thing here.
Hit it.
So I don't understand this one. Everybody that lives in California, it makes sense. If you live in Flint, Michigan, it makes sense. But for everybody else, why do people buy flats of fucking bottled water? It's like, does nobody drink out of the faucet anymore?
What? Okay. So I do this other show called Super Geeked Up, and the host of that had the same exact question.
Really?
Like, why did we not drink from the tap? Especially in California, right? Because he drank from the tap in California.
I understand why you don't drink your fucking water from the tap in California. Because
have clean water in California.
Not in fucking El Cajon, my friend.
Okay.
Well, maybe it was okay, but anytime I was there, which was always at my grandma's house, she told, don't drink out of the hose, don't drink out of the faucet. I have bottled water. Well, it wasn't bottled like we have today. It was like a fucking igloo thing, Yeah. The big 100-pound thing, whatever that thing weighs. Yeah. That makes sense. It makes sense to my brain because I was just like, okay, the water sucks here.
Yeah.
Flint, Michigan, there's mud coming out of the faucets. Buy bottled water, Yeah. But everywhere else, it's weird for me to where I do my employing stuff. They always have pallets of water, and all day I see carts and flatbeds of just cases of water, and I'm just like, does nobody drink out of the, like, we have refrigerators that have water pitchers inside of them now that'll auto refill even. But no, we're going to spend $12 a case, and that's the only water we're going to drink. That's weird.
Brita filter jugs exist, where if you're worried about filtered water, it's in the jug. You just fill it up, and you have fresh, clean water. Well, clean water. Here's my theory, because there's already been an investigation that like half the bottled waters out there is just tap water anyway, right? Just bottled, unless it says spring on it. I got it from Reddit, so take it with a grain of salt. But unless it says spring water in it, it's not from an actual spring or well. If it's just a bottled water like Dasani, it is just tap water.
Yeah, so this
Bottled tap
Aquafina
water.
is just bottled tap water.
No, Aquafina is spring water, I believe.
It says pure water, perfect taste. That's all it says.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, it might be just tap water. Wait. The guy who's complaining about bottled water has a bottle of water.
I was thirsty. I was at work.
Yeah, okay.
I needed something to drink.
My theory is that people are still, I think a part of them. Okay, this is a bad theory actually, because now that I think more about it, it's not true. Because people hoarded bottled water and toilet paper during pandemic, and that's why on Super Geeked Up it got brought up, because I mentioned, one of us mentioned something about the pandemic, and it's like, why did he just brought up the question, why did people hoard bottles of water and toilet paper during that time? And I'm like, and the answer I had, at least for the toilet paper, was like, they're probably not going to leave the house for a while, so they need something, toilet paper. They're not going to be leaving the house for a while. So,
I think when the pandemic first kicked in, I think people were afraid that like you were going to shit your brains out or something.
Yeah, which is not even a symptom of the
right.
of the virus. It was not like you got sick. You didn't like have diarrhea.
Cha.
You gotta eat the bottled water.
You have to say cha after you say diarrhea. It's just a thing, man.
I'm glad you remembered. I forget. But I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. I mean, except, okay, fine. Here, it is commonly known that we don't drink the tap water in California.
Yeah. Like I said,
perfectly fine.
That's why I didn't say anything about California. That's how I grew up. You don't drink tap water in California. Okay.
Colorado should have like good tap water.
Yeah.
Utah should have good tap water. So I don't know. I think there's something taboo about it now. Remember how there was like, there's fluorine in the tap water.
Sure.
Used to control your brain. I think that's just stuck in people's heads.
Maybe.
Like, oh yeah.
I mean, most people don't know how to drink out of a bottle anyway. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't tell you how many times I see people walking around just sucking water out of it. It's like, it's not a sippy cup.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. It's a good question.
It's weird to me to see a grown-ass adult sucking water out of a bottle. It's all the bottles caving in as they're trying to drink. Like, what are you doing?
I think it's just this false. I really think it's just a fear that the water is contaminated when it's not true. Right.
Well,
like,
I mean, we're both Gen X. Like, we fucking drank out of a hose.
I drank out of a hose, yeah. Here in California, I drank out of a hose.
The hose that sat in the sun for fucking months at a time before it got used.
No, you let it run. You don't just drink it straight. You let it run.
Yes. But what I'm saying, though, is that it just sat in the sun. Whatever fucking spiders and shit crawled up there, they might rinse out, but... it's not like you cleaned it. You just ran some fucking water through it.
Hey, it was clean to me.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, by us doing that, like, Giardia and shit like that doesn't, it has to work harder.
we have robust.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I don't get sick. Even with my compromised immune system now, I don't get sick, really. Right? Like, I just don't. And I think it's because I drank, like you said, I drank tap water. I drank water out of a hose, Like, yeah, we were fearless as kids. We were like, well, whatever. What's the worst that can happen?
Our parents aren't around anyway, so we'll figure it out after they get home.
You're not wrong.
Oh,
man.
Like, I grew up in a cul-de-sac, and the rule was never to leave the cul-de-sac, which was a great rule until both my parents were working. And then, it was adventure time.
I was, in 80s movies, they're like, hey, it's a kid with a bike. All kids had bikes back then. We did. A bike. I biked around my neighborhood.
Yep. The bike was the number one form of transportation. Skateboard was second, but it was only second because, at least on I had a BMX, so I had to fucking pump hard up hills either way. So I didn't get a geared bike until I was like almost in high school.
Oh man, nah, geared Huffies all the way, man. Geared Huffies all the way.
I say I went BMX Huffy.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
You know, with the spinning fork.
Now, for some reason, even though we're in the suburbs, I had a mountain bike as a kid, like with the thick tires. I never went in hills. I never went up a mountain with those things. I drove down hilly suburban streets.
There's a thing. I don't know if it's in every snowy state, but there are some people that do it here, called what's it called? Fat tire. I think it's called fat tire. It's
an alcohol.
Oh yeah, it is, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck, what do they call it? But it's basically you can ride a bicycle in the snow with these big ass fat tires. So there's assholes that ride bikes all throughout the year here. And it's more like a mountain bike kind of style. What goddamn? What's it called? It doesn't matter what it's called. But yeah, there's bicyclists. I mean, not like we got any snow this year.
Really?
Oh yeah. The snowpack levels are shit right now. And then I mean we're the beginning of February, and we got 3 weeks before we hit the snowiest month of the year, while everybody else steps into spring. And Colorado's like, here's 3 feet of snow still.
Nah. What's sad is, I think last year, just because no one talked about it, I'm sad that Groundhog's Day is becoming less and less a thing.
Thank fuck, because like, how fucking bored were people in Massachusetts to begin with? Well, I understand why they did it to begin with, because they're in fucking Boston. But in today's world, why do fucking these jerk offs and stupid hats pester an animal and look at its nuts, or fucking look at the shadow that its nuts cast and determines the fucking weather?
Yeah. How many more weeks of winter we have. I'm
just confused by some of the shit that we do as humans and then I guess Americans.
Well, no. Well, humans in general. Oh, yeah. Like, we're the only ones that do silly stuff like this.
No, I'm not saying, but I am American. I can't comment on what the Japanese do that are weird.
Yeah.
Like getting KFC every Christmas.
Right. I like that we have quirky things like that, because we don't have that many quirky things anymore, right? Like, you know, Pepsi stole the Coca-Cola pandas, the Coca-Cola bears, right? Like the polar bears, the polar bears have moved over to Pepsi.
Well, I mean, we were talking about that as it happened. Like Coca-Cola doesn't own polar bears.
No, but that was their mascot. It's still their mascot, weirdly. But then,
but it's not. It's a Christmas. It's only a Christmas thing.
Only Christmas. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, sure. But if you ever go to the Coca-Cola stores in Vegas or in other parts of the world, the bear is there. So the polar bear is there to take pictures with. But anyway, yeah, no, I want us to have the little quirky, cute things that like makes us forget how crappy the world is and how much it sucks. I hate. Just give us.
Can we figure out something else though, instead of pestering a fucking animal?
Okay, true. I think it should be
like
the woodchuck from from Full House, and it should be Dave Coulier.
No. It wasn't a woodchuck. It was a. Oh, damn it! It was a
beaver.
No, it's a rabbit with antlers. A jackrabbit.
Was it a jackalope?
Yes, it's a jackalope. No, that was America's Funniest Videos, wasn't it?
I think America's Funniest Videos had a jack. Yeah, America's Funniest had a little like bunny jackalope.
Okay.
Oh, was it America's Videos? I don't know anymore.
I think it was. No. Yes. Yeah, it was America's Funniest Home Videos.
Okay. Oh, it was the jackalope for America's Funniest Home Videos.
But I think Dave Coulier was the voice.
Yes, it was. You're absolutely right.
So that's why I have the family tie with it. Not Family Ties, but Family. What's that show? What were they on?
Full House.
That's it.
Yeah, Full House. So yes, the Jackalope was on Regis running its own videos, and then the chipmunk or the woodchuck was from Full House.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, beside the point. This is a little puppet. Don't use Kermit's new voiceover guy. Use a different little puppet. Don't let.
So I haven't watched the new special with the cutest girl in the world, Sabrina Carpenter.
Wait, what? Oh,
so she amongst other celebrities did a new Muppet show. I haven't got a chance to watch it yet, but Matt Vogel is the guy that's doing Kermit's voice now, and it is so far from Jim and so far from it's on the tip of my tongue, the second guy, Whitmere, something Whitmere, Steve Whitmere. The story is that Jim handed Steve Kermit. That not quite the case, but Steve was kind of picked for Kermit because his voice was similar. Matt Vogel's voice is like so left field from the two previous voice actors, Muppeteers. It is jarring. That's partially why I haven't watched it yet. I saw the interview on Jimmy Kimmel or something.
Yeah, it's awful.
It was. I was like, what happened? Because when they introduced Matt Vogel doing the voice, it was closer to Whitmere. And then now they just gone a whole different direction.
Apparently, I didn't realize it's been for almost a decade. 2017 is when he started doing the voice. How have I not heard him do the Kermit voice?
Because the Muppets haven't really done anything since 2016.
They did that one show on like ABC for a while, but I thought Kermit's voice sounded the same on that show.
That's what I'm saying. I think when they introduced Matt Vogel doing it, he tried to mimic Whitmere, and now he's just doing his own thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's sad.
I mean, hey, I got to meet Kermit and the Muppeteer voice. What's his face? Whitmere, Steve Whitmere.
Oh yeah.
Which arguably was my Kermit.
Right.
Jim was there, but Whitmere was the things that I saw more of than I saw of Jim.
It was 1990 through 2016, so that makes sense.
So, yeah, I got to meet him. I got to say some nice things to him. I didn't cry in front of him, so it's a win.
He didn't sing Rainbow Connection, so,
He didn't, even though it was brought up.
But well, of course. It's synonymous with old Kermit.
He was a guest at the Philly Comic-Con that we helped facilitate. And our buddy Jay Fosgett has a puppet, and he brought it on stage with him, and he was going to have Steve perform it, but he's like, my hand's been up in there, it's all sweaty, I'm not going to ask somebody else to hold my sweaty puppet. I was like, yeah, that's fair. Which sounds like a
sweaty puppet.
I'm going to try that in the chat bot tonight. Old sweaty puppet, and see what it thinks I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we're ending on this because he needs to go back to trying to mimic the voice. Yeah. Because it's not even. I mean, it'd be different if it was like kind of close. Like if it just had like the more nasally Kermit. But the voice is deeper or the voice is whatever. That's fine. But at least it's got that nasaliness that kind of Kermit has. I wouldn't be so mad. With the fact that he sounds like a completely different person on that interview, I'm just like, what's the point? Yeah. Why are you? Don't. If you're not gonna do it, just don't. Just don't. Give it to someone else.
Hopefully by next week I'll have watched the new Sabrina Carpenter special and have probably the same thing I had to say about the chatbot. It was really interesting.
No, I mean, I'm sure you'll have more to say.
I'm sure I will too. But I think that's going to do it. We got some extra juice in for not being here for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's that time, Francis. Tell everybody where they can find you online.
Well, there's one place you can go. It's a link tree. It's linktree.com/aka the other guy. You can find award-winning books there, award-winning characters. You can buy them, actually. Don't find them. Buy them. Buy those books, because I'm sure you're going to have a good time. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to find a story that you love. And they'll also encourage people like me to write more if you go ahead and read those books. And you show the love. Also, other shows that I do, you'll find it at linktree.com/aka the other guy.
It took me a long time to figure out this, one-stop shop thing. And I still don't really have it down. I struggle. I'm actually pulling it up right now, so I don't,
I am too. I was doing the exact thing because I want to see if I got, okay.
And I think there it is. I was like, I think I got rid of it. No, but you can go to linktree.com or linktree.com/the303ninja for everything me and the points of interest. The only thing that's not on there is our phone number. You can call, text, voicemail. You can call into the show. We could talk to you. It'd be fun. 314-764-7631 spells out POI Pod 1. It's kind of easy to remember.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. It is. I have to make sure I open it up every couple months before it closes.
No, open it.
Yeah, I got it
tomorrow.
I got it. Well, yeah, maybe I will. I could call people randomly from my Google number.
You never know. Yeah.
But yeah, we will be back. I have 2 days off in a row next week, so hopefully one of those 2 days we will be back to do this. We'll be back. Everybody have a good time. The song's gonna end in a second, so we're gonna end now. I gotta find the button. All right, we're out of here. See ya.